What if I told you that one of the most essential vitamins for healthy aging could be quietly disappearing from your body without you even realizing it, and that the warning signs are often so subtle, most seniors mistake them for just getting older? I'm talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. For adults over 60, it is far more than just a nutrient. It's the foundation for strong bones, steady balance, sharp memory, and even a healthy heart. Yet research shows that more than half of older adults worldwide are vitamin D deficient, many without ever knowing it. Hello, my name is Dr. William Harris, and I've been caring for seniors for over 25 years. In that time, I've seen hundreds of patients whose fatigue, muscle pain, or mood swings weren't just aging, they were silent cries for vitamin D. Left unchecked, this deficiency can accelerate bone loss, weaken your immune system, and even increase your risk of depression or dementia. In today's video, I want to take you behind the curtain of this often overlooked health issue. We'll uncover the silent signs of vitamin D deficiency in seniors, why it matters more than ever after age 60, and most importantly, what you can do to protect yourself. So, if you've ever felt unusually tired, noticed more frequent aches, or struggled with low mood without explanation, stay tuned. You might be surprised to learn what your body has been trying to tell you all along. Vitamin D isn't just another supplement on the pharmacy shelf, it's a lifeline nutrient that influences nearly every system in your body. After age 60, your risk of deficiency rises dramatically, and here's why this matters more than most people realize. First, let's talk about bone health. Vitamin D plays a critical role in helping your body absorb calcium. Without enough vitamin D, the calcium in your diet simply passes through your system unused. Over time, this can lead to osteoporosis, brittle bones, and an increased risk of fractures. For seniors, even a minor fall can mean months of rehabilitation, or worse, a loss of independence. In fact, the National Institutes of Health estimates that nearly 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men over 50 will suffer a fracture related to osteoporosis, and vitamin D deficiency is a silent driver behind this crisis. But bones are just the beginning. Vitamin D receptors are found in muscles, the brain, and even your immune system. Low levels can weaken your muscles, making you less steady on your feet and more prone to falls. A deficiency also compromises your immune defenses, leaving you more vulnerable to infections such as pneumonia or seasonal flu diseases that can be particularly dangerous after 60. Let's not forget the mental health connection. Studies have repeatedly shown that vitamin D deficiency is linked with higher rates of depression, cognitive decline, and even Alzheimer's disease. For many seniors, feeling constantly fatigued, moody, or forgetful is chalked up to just old age. But in reality, it might be the body's way of signaling that vitamin D levels are running dangerously low. What makes this issue so concerning is its invisibility. Unlike a broken arm or high blood pressure, you won't feel a sharp warning when your vitamin D dips. Instead, the symptoms creep in quietly. Bone aches, mistaken for arthritis; fatigue, mistaken for aging; low mood, mistaken for stress. This slow erosion of health often goes unnoticed until it causes serious damage. And to make matters worse, seniors are at a biological disadvantage when it comes to vitamin D production. The skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight declines significantly with age. Add in more time spent indoors, sunscreen use, or living in northern climates, and you have a perfect recipe for deficiency. So why does all this matter? Because untreated vitamin D deficiency doesn't just rob you of energy or bone strength, it robs you of years of quality life. It increases the risk of fractures, reduces independence, compromises immunity, and even clouds the mind. Yet the tragedy is that this condition is both silent and preventable. That's why recognizing the warning signs early is absolutely essential. In the next section, I'll break down the specific silent signs of vitamin D deficiency in seniors and what you can do about them before it's too late. Now that you understand why vitamin D matters so much after 60, let's talk about the specific warning signs that often go unnoticed. I'll walk you through 5 of the most common silent signals, share real-life examples, and give you simple ways to address them. 1. Constant fatigue that doesn't go away. Why it happens? Low vitamin D levels interfere with the body's ability to regulate energy production and muscle strength. A real-life case, I once had a patient, Mary, 72, who complained of being tired all the time. She thought it was her age catching up with her. A simple blood test revealed her vitamin D was far below normal. After a few months of supplementation, her energy improved dramatically. What you can do, if you're feeling exhausted despite good sleep, ask your doctor for a vitamin D test. Consider safe sun exposure in foods like salmon, fortified dairy, or eggs. 2. Frequent bone or joint pain. Why it happens. Without enough vitamin D, calcium isn't absorbed properly, leading to weaker bones and aches often mistaken for arthritis. Real life case, John, 68, had persistent back and hip pain. He was convinced it was his arthritis worsening. Once we corrected his vitamin D levels, his discomfort reduced significantly. What you can do, if you feel unexplained bone pain, don't ignore it. Check vitamin D levels and combine supplementation with gentle weight-bearing exercises. 3. Muscle weakness and increased falls. Why it happens? Vitamin D affects muscle fibers that control balance and strength. A deficiency increases the risk of stumbling or falling. Real life case, Linda, 75, started experiencing frequent falls when walking even short distances. Her vitamin D deficiency was affecting her leg muscles. After treatment, her stability and confidence improved. What you can do, practice balance exercises like standing on one foot or Tai Chi alongside checking vitamin D intake. 4. Low mood or depression. Why it happens. Vitamin D helps regulate serotonin, the brain's feel-good hormone. Low levels can contribute to mood swings or depression. Real life case, a 65-year-old patient came to me convinced she was struggling with depression. Her blood work showed critically low vitamin D. With treatment, her mood lifted within weeks. What you can do. If you've noticed unexplained sadness, ask about vitamin D levels before assuming it's purely psychological. 5. Memory problems or cognitive decline. Why it happens. Vitamin D supports brain health, protecting neurons and improving communication between them. Deficiency is linked to higher risk of dementia. Real life case, Frank, 70, noticed he was forgetting names and losing track of conversations. While it wasn't full dementia, his deficiency was accelerating mild cognitive decline. Correcting vitamin D didn't cure memory loss, but slowed the decline and improved clarity. What you can do, keep your vitamin D in check along with brain-healthy habits, reading, puzzles, social activities, and physical exercise. These 5 signs, fatigue, bone pain, muscle weakness, low mood, and memory issues, are often blamed on normal aging, but many times they're actually your body's way of waving a red flag. In the next section, I'll share a powerful story of one senior who struggled with these issues and how a simple focus on vitamin D completely transformed their health. Let me share the story of one of my patients, Mr. Robert, a 74-year-old retired teacher who came to see me a few years ago. When Robert first walked into my office, he looked exhausted. He told me, "Doc, I feel like my batteries are drained every single day. I sleep 8 hours, but I wake up tired. My knees ache when I climb the stairs, and lately, I've been forgetting small things, like where I put my glasses." At first, he assumed these were all just part of growing older. His family even teased him, saying, "That's just senior moments, Dad." But I wasn't convinced. We ran some blood tests and the results showed his vitamin D levels were severely low. I remember the look on his face when I explained it. He was shocked. "You mean this isn't just old age?" he asked. And I told him, "No, Robert, your body is missing a key nutrient. And the good news is we can fix this." We started him on a safe supplementation plan, encouraged a short daily walk in the morning sun, and adjusted his diet to include more vitamin D-rich foods like salmon and fortified milk. Within 3 months, Robert reported a huge change. His energy returned, his knee pain eased, and his memory improved enough that he could once again enjoy reading novels without losing track of the storyline. This transformation wasn't a miracle. It was simply the power of identifying and correcting a deficiency that had been quietly stealing his vitality. And Robert isn't alone. I've seen countless seniors experience similar improvements once they addressed their vitamin D levels. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever felt unexplained fatigue, bone aches, or mood changes? Do you think it might be related to vitamin D? If you're still watching this video, type the number 1 in the comments to let me know. And while you're at it, share where you're watching from. I'd love to see how far our community of healthy seniors reaches around the world. Remember, your story could inspire someone else to take their health seriously. Don't underestimate the power of awareness and community. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. Vitamin D deficiency is silent but serious. It doesn't announce itself with sudden symptoms. Instead, it creeps in quietly through fatigue, bone pain, mood swings, and memory lapses. It affects more than just bones. Vitamin D supports muscles, immunity, and even brain health. critical systems that determine your independence and quality of life after 60. The signs are often mistaken for normal aging. That's why so many seniors overlook them until the damage is already done. The good news: with awareness, testing, and small, consistent actions like safe sun exposure, dietary adjustments, and supplementation, you can correct the problem and reclaim your vitality. I want you to remember this: your health after 60 is not about waiting for decline. It's about making smart, consistent choices that allow you to thrive. If this video resonated with you, here's what I'd like you to do. Hit the like button if you found this information helpful. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. And please share this with a friend or loved one who may also be silently struggling. Because together we can spread the message that small, consistent actions can make a life-changing difference. And don't go anywhere, because in the next video, I'll reveal the 5 foods men over 60 must avoid to protect their prostate health. You won't want to miss it. Until then, take care of yourself, get some sunshine, and remember, your best years can still be ahead of you.